One day, Akbar sat on his golden throne looking at his people. With a smile, he raised his hand and said, "My dear subjects, I have a challenge for you. Whoever stands in the freezing waters of the Yamuna River all night shall receive a grand reward." The crowd gasped. Murmurs spread through the court. Could anyone survive such cold? Then, from among the people, a poor man dressed in simple clothes stepped forward. He bowed before the emperor and said humbly, "Your Majesty, I accept this challenge." Akbar nodded. "Very well. Guards, take him to the river. Let us see if he can endure the cold till morning." The drums rolled as the challenge began. The poor man stepped into the freezing waters of the Yamuna. The wind howled, the moon shone above, and the guards watched from a distance, wrapped in warm clothes. One of them laughed. "This man won't last till morning. He will surely give up." The poor man shivered, his body numb from the cold. But then, far away on the palace tower, he saw a small lantern glowing in the night. He took a deep breath. "If I keep my eyes on that light, I can make it through the night." And back to the court. Akbar smiled as he saw him. "You have endured the night. Tell me, how did you manage to stay warm?" The poor man bowed and replied, "Your Majesty, I saw a distant lantern on the palace tower. Its light gave me hope and helped me bear the cold." But just then, one of Akbar's ministers whispered something into the emperor's ear. The minister smirked. "Your Majesty, he was warmed by the lantern's light. That means he did not truly endure the cold." Akbar frowned. "Then you shall not receive the reward." The poor man's face fell. His heart sank. The court murmured, some agreeing with the decision, others feeling sorry for him. Little did they know that Birbal, Akbar's wisest minister, had a plan. Birbal's clever trick. That evening, Akbar and his ministers visited Birbal's home for dinner. But something was strange. There was no food on the table. Akbar, feeling hungry, frowned. "Birbal, where is our food?" Birbal calmly pointed to a pot hanging high above an unlit fire, several feet away. "Your Majesty, the fire will cook your food in time." Akbar laughed. "Birbal, the fire is too far away. It will never cook the food." Birbal smiled slyly. "Exactly, Your Majesty, just as the poor man could not have been warmed by a lantern far away." Akbar paused. Then suddenly, he understood. He chuckled, then nodded. "You have proven your point, Birbal. Guards, bring the poor man. He shall receive his reward." The court erupted in cheers as the poor man was finally given